Hello everyone, my name is George. I'm the co-founder of RankUp, and we're building AI agents for SEO. And at the end of every workday, typically I like to do it at the end of every workday, but it's been a bit over a week now that I've been doing it actually on the next day. So I'm trying. It's right now it's about like 7 p.m. So I still have time to do it for today at the end of today, not tomorrow. So hopefully I can get that done. But yeah, basically. I like to kind of film this video, basically just telling what I did throughout the day, what thoughts, what learnings did I have, etc. And it's ultimately the main goal of this is to document my journey in building a tech company and ultimately trying to build RankUp, or maybe in another company, who knows? But I mean, we're all in with RankUp at the moment, and gonna be for I don't know how long, as long as possible, to turn this into a $1 billion company and kind of just sharing the journey and documenting my thoughts, my learnings, and etc. So that's kind of the main idea with these videos. But I guess there are some sub benefits that people also like to watch these, and that's maybe the only sub benefit. But maybe also, if I become successful, then it's good for a documentary, I guess, these clips. But so yesterday was basically a day of so I got currently I'm running this SEO automation campaign to SEOs. So this week I'm going to be posting every day a post about like a post showing off our automations, right? And so if you're not aware, then we're kind of doing two branches of RankUp at the moment. We're doing like the brand, we're like offering like RankUp's main kind of target audience is the founders and marketers who haven't figured out SEO yet, or well, basically all that people want nowadays is like to get into this AI search, right? So offering that. And then the secondary target market is SEO specialists, right? So SEO people who want to get their like processes more automated and more streamlined. And so we're currently running a campaign to the secondary target market on LinkedIn, but I guess I'm also posting on Twitter and Facebook as well. Basically, showcasing the different automations and connecting it to like a clear problem to a solution, right? What else regarding that? So I made the post yesterday. Also posted the changelog email that my co-founder created on this CMS integration update that we finally got launched. So shout out to the Featurebase guys who we're using for our kind of feedback management and just in general customer support, feedback management, and so that's shout out to them. What else? Sent LinkedIn outreaches yesterday to SEO specialists as well. Started creating my list for I guess one thing to also mention is that I shot the video as well for my daily video, right? But I guess that's not a like official thing. It's kind of just like a hobby that I'm doing at the moment. But I started creating the kind of database of different Estonian events where to speak at, right? So speaking has been one of my kind of things that I've gotten. I mean, I'd say I have a natural, in some ways, maybe I don't have talent, but I guess just like, I just love doing it. And it's gone well. Been quite a good start. I've done 5 speaking events by now. And they've all been very good. Always gotten something positive out of them for RankUp business. So that's kind of why I'm doing it. And also, I mean, it's just great exposure. It ultimately, for why most people don't do it, is kind of they're scared to get on stage and talk, right? For me, I love to talk. That's why I do these videos as well, probably just to get, days where I'm not talking as much with other people and I'm more like just doing work on my computer. I can still talk to myself at least like about 5 to 10 minutes a day, right? So yeah, but speaking is actually like great exposure. The great thing about it is kind of you have this like already natural authority state when you get on stage, because you got there on the stage for a reason, and the people already like respect the courage to get on stage. So that allows, I mean, whether you're pitching or whether you're doing a keynote or whether you're presenting something or whatever you're doing, allows you to kind of, you have that authority position, right? So it's really important like to get people to listen to you, right? But then, and also getting like eyes on you. But then another thing is obviously you have to deliver the speech well in order for people to actually remember anything or know anything about you or whatever your goal is, right? So but for like SEO, since this is something that changes a lot, and this is a space where really like educating yourself about the topic is like a thing that people do. There's a lot of people that want to know about how to get in, especially nowadays, how to get into AI search, etc. And so that's something people actually listen to, right? And actually people are interested in knowing more about. Like, for example, if you're a specialist in rocks, right, it's, I don't actually know. Maybe, I mean, rocks might not be the best example, but like there's, certain spaces where there's just like, there's not a big audience for the topic you're talking about. And in that case, like just doing speaking gigs and stuff is like, it's good, you can get here and there, and you can always do speaking gigs regardless of what industry you're in. But in some cases, the speaking gigs are not as good of a play regarding marketing and sales, or they don't have much of an impact. But for me, like, being known as an SEO specialist or a geo specialist, whatever you call it nowadays, it's important, or well, at least it helps the business a lot. So that's why I do it. And speaking, really helps you get that kind of authority. Give you that kind of authority state so you can communicate your ideas, right? And then, I mean, depends on how well you communicate your ideas, then your success will depend on that, right? But yeah, so started building the list here in Estonia. Actually, I'm very surprised there isn't that much actually like of main events to go to. Well, I mean, I don't know if I'm surprised. Estonia is a very small country, but at the same time, I thought maybe there's more. But yeah, not that much. So yeah, of the main like places to speak at. But I was like, when I was doing my research with Claude and ChatGPT, it was more about it was more about I thought what I was talking about for a second, but yeah, it was more about like conferences and stuff. But yeah, all like different kinds of events like that are created also on social media and so on. It didn't find at the moment, so I'll have to do some more digging there to find more of these kinds of events, because there's definitely more meetups and stuff. Like, there's no way that there are so little amount of events, business and marketing events in Estonia. Like, there's like literally a few, like a handful. Literally, I have a handful at the moment. Like, I think 5 or 4 or something like that. But yeah, no, there's definitely more. So just gotta do a bit more digging. So started that yesterday. Went to the gym. And yeah, one thing, I guess one of the main thoughts that I had yesterday, just got throughout the day, was how most young people kind of look at age as a disadvantage in some way, either in when getting a job or when building a company or whatever you're doing. But I think it's a completely stupid way to think about it, because age for me has been an incredible advantage, actually, or I've used it at least as an advantage. Like, now of course this depends on your personality as well a bit, and what are you like, right? If you're some completely depressed person, then age is not going to save you much. But if you're positive, if you're, you know, full of energy, which as a young person you should be, why wouldn't you be? If you're full of energy and you want to learn, and you go out there and you know, talk to people, etc., then I mean, there's like, for example, I got a speaking gig at the most prestigious SEO event in the world, the Chiang Mai SEO conference, for this November. I'm happy with the result that I got it at this young, and it was one of my main places where I wanted to go speak at. And I'm 20 at the moment, turning 21. And yeah, so got that event secured, and I'm 20, and basically everybody else there is 30 or 40, right? And one of definitely my main things is that, yeah, okay, I'm very active in my space, and you know, to some people saying doing very interesting stuff. I think I'm doing very interesting stuff, and also doing good stuff and going in the right direction. And I think like, I mean, there's also something to learn from what we're building as well. And so yeah, that's and definitely one aspect of it is that I'm doing all of this at such a young age, right? Building a startup, you know, building this kind of AI agent system that we have, you know, actually like marketing and selling it, and doing other speaking gigs, right? And sharing like thought leadership stuff about like SEO online, and you know, working with clients, doing all of this, right? At this age, it's kind of, you know, people who are more like older or experienced, let's be nice here, let's use experienced. People who are more experienced kind of, you know, really value that, because they know, like, they kind of in some way compare themselves to their younger self, but they also compare it to like their maybe kids or other younger people who are not as active as I am, for example, and or at least like, yeah, in the business sense, right? And then they kind of just like, you know, admire that in some way, and they really want to kind of help me achieve my goals, especially they see how serious and passionate I am myself about achieving them, right? So for that reason, I think age is, if you are actually like really looking to learn, really energized, really trying to do stuff, and also doing stuff, then age is a great advantage. Because yeah, older people, more experienced people, who most of them are probably in your industry, if you're like about the same age as me, then yeah, they're just gonna want to, you know, they're gonna want to help you and help you succeed. So I think for that reason, age is an amazing advantage. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it. And yeah, you could really get to, and with age, you can really get to places where you actually don't deserve. That's another thing with like, yeah, getting like more experienced people to help you, because more experienced people are probably also further than you in your career or whatever you're doing, right? It makes sense, because they've been on this planet for more years and they're more experienced, right? So yeah, that's all the main thoughts and things and learnings that I wanted to share about yesterday. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go eat dinner, and see you guys in the next video, hopefully tonight. Okay, all right, see you guys. Peace.